plan to be dove into an existence where equity turns into a maze of moral intricacy as Denzel Washington gets back to epitomize the confounding Robert McCall in The Balancer 3. This third portion in the establishment guarantees an undeniably exhilarating story where activity entwines with philosophical issues, testing the limits of valor and the cost of equity. With Washington's convincing presentation, a plot covered in secret, and activity successions that convey a reason past simple display. The Balancer 3 offers an encounter that rises above commonplace activity film, leaving crowds contemplating the complexities of ethical quality long after the credits roll. Get ready to be dove into a reality where equity turns into a maze of moral intricacy as Denzel Washington gets back to typify the puzzling Robert McCall in The Balancer 3. This third portion in the establishment guarantees an exhilarating story where activity entwines with philosophical issues, testing the limits of courage and the cost of equity. With Washington's convincing presentation, a plot covered in secret, and activity groupings that convey a reason past simple exhibition, The Balancer 3 shares offers an encounter that rises above run-of-the-mill activity film, leaving crowds contemplating the complexities of profound quality long after the credits roll. The plot of The Balancer 3 is an embroidery woven with strings of secret and interest. All along it submerges the crowd in reality as we know it where mysteries and puzzlers proliferate. The story unfurls like a mind-boggling puzzle, each piece fitting together to uncover a bigger, more complicated picture. This isn't a plot that gives you every one of the responses with a royal flair. All things considered, it provokes you to turn into a functioning member in uncovering reality. As the story exciting bends in the road, it keeps you speculating, and when you think you've sorted it out, it tosses another curve your direction. An exhilarating excursion keeps you as eager and anxious as can be, enthusiastically expecting the following disclosure. The Balancer 3 is a demonstration of the specialty of tension and narrating, where the actual plot turns into a person covered in secret and ready to be unwound. In The Equalizer 3, the action sequences are not just spectacles designed for thrills. They serve a profound purpose within the narrative. Each punch thrown and every bullet fired carries weight and consequence. These action sequences are not mindless, but rather deliberate and meaningful, intricately woven into the fabric of the story. They reflect the moral and emotional struggles of the characters, and with each physical confrontation, a deeper layer of the plot is unveiled. The film's commitment to action with a purpose elevates it beyond typical action cinema, ensuring that every moment of intensity contributes to the overall depth of the storytelling. It's action that resonates, leaving a lasting impact and a sense of significance that lingers long after the credits roll. The Balancer 3 is something other than a grasping activity thrill ride. It dives into provocative subjects that resound profoundly with the crowd. At its center, the film difficulties our thoughts of equity and ethical quality. It presents a mind-boggling investigation of vigilantism, compelling us to face the obscured lines among good and bad. The characters wrestle with the results of their activities, and the story welcomes us to do likewise. A true-to-life experience prompts reflection, igniting discussions about the moral issues looked by the individuals who go rogue. The Balancer 3 doesn't simply engage, it urges us to contemplate the unpredictable moral scenes that shape our reality, making it a film that keeps on reverberating in our viewpoints long after we leave the theatre. All in all, The Balancer 3 rises above the limits of customary activity film, offering a true-to-life experience that is both exciting and mentally animating. With a plot covered in secret, complex characters drove by Denzel Washington's remarkable presentation, activity successions that convey significant importance, and topics that welcome profound examination, this film is a champion in the class. It challenges our impression of equity, profound quality, and the outcomes of one's activities, all while conveying heart-beating fervour. The Balancer 3 isn't simply a film, it's a philosophical investigation of the human condition, leaving an enduring effect that waits in the brain, starting discussions and thoughtfulness long after the credits roll. It coaxes us to return to the obscured lines among gallantry and anti-heroism, and fills in as a demonstration of the force of narrating to incite thought and feeling. Try not to miss this realistic pearl that offers both exciting activity and significant profundity.